in the chest in Link's house. First chest to check. Oh, wait.
Oh, well.
Never mind.
Oh, crap. I don't know how much. We don't have a lot of time.
Hurry up, yes.
How about just bombs?
Oh, there you go.
Ah, dang.
Arrows, okay. Well, you know, arrows are nice if you find the bow someplace else. Then you have 10 arrows.
From the uncle, perhaps?
Well, no, because then he just maxes your arrows out anyway.
Well, that's true. That would be kind of a wasted chest, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I think Catastrophe forgot to start their timer there. It is the Cane of Baron, of course.
Oh, you just asked for that to not be the thing.
Oh, man.
Well,
It's like
okay.
Cat's gonna take out the 2 guards here at the start. That's perfectly fine. I mean, there's...
Oh!
gosh.
Well, hello there, Mr. Hookshot.
It's not quite a weapon that'll defeat enemies in escape. Well, it won't defeat the guards, but it'll defeat the rats, of course. So I don't think they're gonna have any issues farming for bombs.
Absolutely. Yes, that is always the fun parts, trying to figure out how you're going to get a bomb when you've only got, like, a can of Samaria, or in this case, a can of Burra.
If they really wanted to, they could check out the stun prize as well. That may be worth checking out here, actually, in this first room.
You're
You can
absolutely
just,
correct on that.
stun and hit a pot.
Or attempt to hit a guard and not.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see it here, yeah.
Well, this guy always drops a key, so we're not gonna
Right,
see
yeah.
stun.
Oh, hey, we've got a Moon Pearl.
That's not too bad.
So, let's see. The Moon Pearl is going to let us possibly sequence break if the runners are either comfortable or want to do that. Nice use of the hook shot there to grab the 10 arrows. I love doing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy about using fake flippers myself without the 500 rupees, but with the Moon Pearl, it definitely becomes a lot more tantalizing to do so.
Well, we've got quite some time before they even get in the position to do that, and for all we know, we can find like 700 rupees by then because the game decided to be money seed.
You see that blue guard for Katashi? He was like standing right inside the circle, so it wasn't taking damage.
It's like, dude, no, outside of me, please. Goodness. All right, so now we're heading down towards Zelda's cell, where we'll run into. I don't know what that big ball and chain guy's actually called. He's got a name. I'm sure he does.
Is it? I like ball and chain guard.
That'll work.
There's no confusion about it then. Oh, Ace missed one of their pots, so now they're gonna have to. They only have one left to take out the guy here.
Oh, the chest in Zelda's cell only has the piece of heart, so
No,
Ace is
good.
able to take out the guard with just the limited magic he has left.
Yeah, it was super close. I think it needed 4 hits on the guard still. Barely had enough. But luckily they do have the hook shot, and that'll be enough to take out the rat with the key later, so they're not really concerned about that.
Yes, that becomes a very, very helpful thing. Both are runners on 6 rupees.
So once they get past the throne room, there's actually 5 magic pots in the dark areas that have small magics in them. With the hook shot, I don't think they're going to bother getting those, but it's definitely worth considering if you don't have any other weapon, because if you need it for the key rat, of course, but it'll also maybe let you farm. In one of the rooms, there's like a huge congregation of rats in the top right that perhaps you could get a bomb up there if you really wanted to grab those extra magic pots to do it.
That is very true. Yeah, finding one bomb in Escape is very nice, and AceMcBadass actually has one bomb. I didn't see him pick it up.
Oh, so he does, huh? Maybe it couldn't have been the stun prize, could it have? Maybe.
I don't know. I completely missed him picking it up.
Yeah, we're kind of past that point now, because I don't think there's any stunnable enemies in the back here.
No, I don't think those snakes are.
Oh, wait,
maybe they are. The snakes
wait.
would be. Because it takes 2 hits.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh, nope,
Oh,
no
no,
one shot. No,
I'll be
easy
honest,
bomb.
They got a bomb, yeah. I've never actually used a hook shot on those guys.
I completely forgot how they worked, but yeah, I'm glad it did work out.
Absolutely. And of course, that chest needed the key, otherwise we would be in a very, very awkward situation. Yeah, the great thing about the randomizer is that despite the fact that the items are all over the place, they're still in a logic that allows you to beat the game and hasn't locked you out of places that you have to go. So, oh, and we've got the key from... That rat was trying to hide behind the lamp, or the torch there.
I've seen someone stunned a rat or something. The rat got knocked behind the torch, rather, and the key dropped back there, so they had to like reset the room to get the key. It
Oh.
was really obnoxious.
Well, and we got blue mail. Blue mail is great, especially when you only have 3 hearts.
Definitely fine finding that this early. Or anytime, really.
Right. I guess we should also mention that we did happen to find the magic boomerang that...
Oh boy, yay.
I mean, yeah, with the addition of the hook shot, the magic boomerang will have very slight, if any, use at this point. And first chest of sanctuary is going to be the map, because we didn't find it inside.
Yeah, I guess you can figure out if the map's gonna be here or not, but sometimes you just get, you know, a little too involved and don't think about that, and...
Correct.
Oh no, it's like a second and a half or something.
Yes, and, you know, the whole point of randomizers opening chests, and Ace does the exact same thing. And again, it's completely understandable. You open chests, that's what you do. But that map could have been in any chest in the escape once you got inside Hyrule Castle.
Alright, it looks like our tier 2 tree pull is gonna be 5 rupees.
Well, that's 20, I guess.
That's not too bad. It's definitely welcome before getting to town and not having 100 already.
Right, because you want 100 for that bottom. Okay, just a 5 bomb upgrade look like.
And just singles from the rupee crab. Oh well.
Ouch. Crab not giving out anything nice today, my goodness. So, you also may be wondering, well, this doesn't look like Link at all. These look like Terra from Final Fantasy VI and Samus. You'd be right. We have custom sprites. It's awesome. Another bomb upgrade.
Yeah, 1 bomb upgrade's fine, I think. It's definitely worth holding 15 instead of just 10.
Agreed. After that, you really don't tend to need that many more.
Yeah, that's true.
Ace is actually going to pick up this 20 rupee in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, I'm definitely fine with that. When you don't know if you're gonna get, I mean, as likely as it is, you'll find 20 rupees in these chests, but you never know, I guess. Also, Ace doesn't have any bombs. I guess they're gonna have to buy some. Neither of them ended up checking out the tier 1 tree pull after taking out one of those birds. They could have just checked the tree right next to the hut exit there. But, yeah.
Did we just
If it was bombs, I would...
Did we just find the other boomerang?
Yeah, we did. And the bug net. It's been amazing.
Well, Blind's not having all the essential items here. I mean, with the bug set, we can now go defeat Aghanim, right?
Uh-huh, of course.
Oh! Ace going into the bar or behind the tavern, finding the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, not immediately useful, but of course we'll definitely probably need that.
Oh, not only that, but it's, I'm gonna say a much better weapon to use in the mini Moldworm Cave than the Blue Cave.
That's true. I'd just use the hookshot personally.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we've got that hookshot. It does kill those guys. Hey, there was bombs locked behind bombs.
You know, there would be.
Of course, there always is. No, we got magic powder, so...
And the mirror in the chicken hut.
Well, that's an interesting item. So, really, the seed so far is hero upgrade from the bottle vendor. But so far, the seed has decided it wants to keep us healthy, giving us the powder, which will let us turn anti-fairies into fairies. Blue mail from Practically Go. You know, the seed wants to protect our runners.
Yeah,
I
blue
like
cane
it.
isn't too bad either, I think.
Oh yeah, and blue cane because invincibility and whatnot. So both of our runners, Cat's got almost half magic. We'll call it about pretty close. Ace being like he's got not much in the way of the magics.
Yeah, that's fine. We got plenty of other ways of dealing damage, I think. So, a little shame that they couldn't have found the hammer because they could have checked out the magic bat. Pretty rare, I feel. That it does happen sometimes. Yeah, that unfortunate trip Ace had to take to the bottom of town to grab bombs is kind of putting back a little bit here. But
Yeah.
it's still early game.
Yeah, it's not too much. I mean, he's still clearing out the same stuff that Cat had. Race game having a big red, and no one's gonna waste their time for that. I mean, if it was a piece of heart, you'd think maybe, but not even that. So my guess is Cat's gonna go south. That's pretty typical. Head to the dam.
Yeah, gonna do some fun hookshot moving on the bushes here. Maybe a couple. These statues sure get in the way when you're trying to do that.
Yeah, just a little.
I'll see if they can do the hook shot trick here to hook through the center block to hook the chest. I mean, they could just use the mirror, but it's much more satisfying to use the hook shot. Yo, just like that.
Nice.
Is well rewarded for it.
We got our sword. Our sharp, pointy thing. Because we need that. Well, I guess we need that at some point.
I suppose. Ooh,
Ooh,
I would
there's...
not. Yeah, I would not skip that 300. Definitely
No.
grab that.
No, that is worth going for. And Ace is making... I understand making this play. I absolutely do. It's only unfortunate because we know what's here. But to me, it's always a 50-50 whether you just do the race game outright or if you check it first before attempting it.
I think I would feel worse about just going for it rather than checking it first and then being like, well, I could have just went up there first.
Right, yeah, no, I completely... As I said, to me, it's always like 50-50. I tend to immediately just do it if I didn't find anything useful in Kakariko. But
Sure,
if
I can see that.
Well, we've got a Master Sword already.
And the lamp.
And, oh my god. We've got a lamp, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Well, pod's open.
Yes, pod is open. So is Aga 1.
Yep.
And we have no real way to the Dark World yet.
Perhaps it's a bit too early to say, but
Oh, it's way too early. We still have Sashavilla's hut. We've got Eastern Palace, Guinness Cave.
that's about it, I think.
Hopefully find something. Well, we got the Ice Rod Cave here too. And this is where you really consider fake flippering up to Zora.
Well, can't complain about that. Blue potion,
Well,
nice to have.
We also can now check Sick Kid.
Yeah, if you want to bother walking all the way back to town.
Well, when it comes down to either go up to do Aga 1 or check Sick Kid, I will go check Sick Kid. At least it's not that far off the path. What do we need? We need a glove and a hammer or 2 gloves for Dark World access.
Looks like Catastrophe is going to be taking out the fake flippers here. Has almost enough to buy Zora's item. I don't know if they're going to swim all the way up to Hobo and see if they can get a couple more rupees for it, or just kind of make the play on it. Looks like their loop here kind of is telling that they're going to head up there.
Yep.
They're sensing Aghanim and probably going to be doing anything they can to try to.
That's
Ooh,
pretty
what was that?
normal. Oh, we had a map check, and I think I
saw-
saw red pen in desert.
Yeah, and I saw a crystal at Eastern, and I think there was a crystal at Hera.
Yeah,
I can't.
they
be
were
certain.
crystals. I just couldn't tell if one was red or not. I don't think so.
Yeah, desert was definitely an unimportant crystal or pendant rather.
Oof. Cat not going to try the reverse fake flipper and jump back into the water there.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Well, without the fire, I guess they didn't feel like going all the way up there just to, not be able to take the item. But it is strange for the decision to fake flipper there for only one item. But
Yeah. Oh well, they're gonna stick to the logic now. I think
No,
and just head on over to Sahasrara and Eastern.
Ace has saved and quit himself. Looks like he's gonna do. Well, I mean, he probably is gonna do the same thing. I don't know where else he would go. Yeah, that's where he's going.
Aghanim right now.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes in a race situation, you get that feeling you just gotta do something outside the norm.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see here. We got 50. There's a power glove.
Oh man, that is East Death Mountain access.
It is, and that is one half of the story. Yeah, now we've got access to East Death Mountain, which is, let me see, 6 items by itself.
Catastrophe is opting to head there right now. Not even gonna bother checking Eastern. I would probably do this as well. There's a lot
Eastern
more over
being
there.
a crystal, you are definitely going to have to go in there.
Okay, yeah, Hera was a crystal, so 2 unimportant crystals and an unimportant pendant in Light World.
Yep.
Oh, Catastrophe actually is going to be doing the full fake flippers now that they have 500 rupees.
Interesting. He's got himself his power glove. He's also not going to check Eastern Palace. I honestly don't know if I agree with just leaving without going in there. Eastern Palace isn't too long of a check, and you're going to have to do it all anyway.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna plan on doing all of it in one go, though, rather than, just walking there and...
As much
I
as
don't know. I definitely understand it.
Yeah, I understand the idea. What I'm saying is, since you're right there, and since you need nothing to get any of the items in there, as far as like nothing you have is blocked, and the logic knows that. So it's entirely possible that the logic has put like the hammer or something in there.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of, that glove actually gives us access all the way over to Thieves Town if we really want to go through Aghanim to do it.
That's true.
They can hookshot across the river now with that and check out Skull Woods, do all of Thieves Town, and even head down to Hype Cave if they want to.
Just 50 rupees on the ledge, so whatever Zora's got is going to be... He's heading up to Death Mountain, got, what was that? Was that a 10 arrow upgrade, or just 10 arrows?
It's just 10 arrows from the old man, yeah.
Even less exciting.
We're gonna see the stun prize? Yep, it was 1 bomb. So, the stun prize is a consistent drop that all enemies will drop if they're stunned. In the base game, it's just 1 green rupee, but it is randomized in Randomizer, and today it happens to be a single bomb.
Oh, hello!
Yo, that isn't bad at all.
That is a nice book.
That's gonna send him down towards desert, I can only assume, which may be clearable if the keys don't end up being on the torch.
Here's the thing.
Looks like they're gonna...
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I was gonna say, it looks like they are gonna go to Death Mountain first, though.
Yeah, I think that's a better play, only because there's way more items you can get on Death Mountain right now. But it's important to point out, that book is not out of logic. Because our runners can get to Zora right now.
Yeah, that with that glove, you can take the long way around if you want to, but it's definitely faster to fake flipper there.
No, it's 100% faster to do that, but it's not out of the logic either, which means the game expects you to have that. So Desert Palace could easily have something.
Yeah, and I agree about coming up to Death Mountain first. Desert Palace is kind of a big pain in the butt to walk all the way to. You kind
Especially if you
of
don't
want to
have the
hold off.
right, especially if you don't have the boots, because then you could get in there and not be able to do anything.
Yeah. You'd have the single chest to check, and that's it. So pretty funny there. Both the top of Spectacle Rock and inside Spectacle Rock Cave both had a shield. And Ace opting to grab both of them.
Well, upgraded his Fisher Price shield very quickly.
Yeah. All right. Well, one thing that Catastrophe is going to have, he will be able to check the Ether Tablet while he's up here.
And that is one thing Ace is not going to be able to do.
No, not even going to be able to see what's on it. Ooh, half
Ooh,
magic
half
isn't
magic.
too bad though. And a forced basement of Hera is actually perfectly fine with me. I'd rather have to do it than have to gamble on it.
Exactly. At least you know.
Yeah, for sure. Catastrophe, just getting one of the shields, not gonna bother getting the other one. Maybe after Hera he'll jump down and grab it, I don't know. That's pretty funny to see both of them right next to each other though. Alright, what do we got? This could be a big time sink for Ace if he has to come back here and get this item.
Yep. Oh no! It's the fire rod. Pretty
Wow.
like you can be pretty certain that's going to be required. I'm trying to think of how it could not be. Let's see. If Skullwoods and Turtle Rock are not required,
Yeah, if they're the other two pendants, that'd be the only reason.
and even then, it could still be. No, I think it's still required in the right side of Ganon's tower.
Yes, that's right.
Unless,
if they happen...
unless like like some incredibly weird bomb jump thing. But other than that,
Yep, you would be right. Logic checks for Fire Rod for, I think, just the last 4 chests that are over there. Catastrophe's got to be feeling pretty good about their second fake flipper play then, since they got to grab that Fire Rod while they were up here the first trip.
indeed.
Maybe if Ace comes up here later and has the hammer at the time, and has the book as well, they'll end up just going through the mirror route to East Death Mountain and grabbing it on the way. So that'd be pretty nice, but that's pretty specific circumstances. I guess we'll find out later.
Indeed. It's one of those things that, yeah, as you say, he may come back to check, like, not soon, but he may come back to check when he's up here again, and he may forget about it, so let's hope he doesn't forget about it.
Alright, Moldorm time. Gonna be 3 spins with the Master Sword. Hopefully it won't accidentally poke him, or, yeah, anything like that, because you might get a fast phase.
Yeah. Nobody wants a fast Moldorm.
Oh, almost on there, but not too bad.
He just wanted some drama, that's all it is. AceMcBadass taking care of Moldorm too. I didn't really, other than half magic, I don't think the other item in here was all that thrilling.
No, it was just a piece of heart that was in the middle zoo chest, I guess. I don't know what you'd call that. Alright, on to East Death Mountain we go. We got, what, 5, 7, 8 things over here? Spiral Cave, it's number 8. Oh, no! Oh, no!
Well,
Oh, that was really good!
that was nice. Oh, I think Cat did not properly count the items, though. But that's okay. That was really awesome, though.
Jump onto the dead rock and then hit it with your sword to bounce you off of it.
That was kind of hilarious.
Happened there.
I've never seen that one before. Good, good job, Ace.
I hope Catastrophe realized the stun drop was bombs, because they're actually fairly low. Not that they need any for here, but ooh, but they will need some you know, coming up here. And there's the bow in East Death Mountain.
Yay, the bow! Or like say the D! Nah, it's great. So, with the bow, they can go back to the Eastern Palace. I wonder if we're going to get that done pretty quickly. I always tend, the moment I can finish a Crystal Palace, I tend to just do it.
Yeah, I can definitely be down with that. I mean, if you're going to be checking all the chests anyway, you might as well... Ooh, nice tempered sword. You might as well just go. Tempered and bow, not bad. I'm glad they both waited on Eastern Palace, because, yeah, now they can just do it in one thing.
Absolutely.
Oh no, slipping off, trying to do the bomb jump to avoid having to walk around outside again.
That poor bomb jump.
Catastrophe walking this way, but doesn't have the hammer.
Whoops. Oh, you remember. Oh, Ace not getting the bomb jump this time.
That's right, you've got 14 more tries. I hope Catastrophe can do it in 3. Oh no!
Oh, what?
I have no idea what happened there.
That was weird.
Alright, he's off into giving up. He's
Yeah.
just gonna take the longer way around.
That was, I honestly have no idea what happened on that last attempt there.
It looks like maybe he tried pressing left too early, and then the bomb bounced him a weird direction. I don't know. Leaving one for the road.
Cat's got his D.
Oh, Ace is running a little low on hearts here. Can only take 2 more hits, I think, from these dead rocks. Not gonna bother checking the island item, though.
I think he's a little too nervous about his health situation.
Yeah, maybe. I think with the mirror, though, it should be fine. He can just check it later.
Yeah, I mean... My only issue with that is that knowledge in this game, I think, is really important. But he'll probably be fine.
Oh, yeah. If you see, like, the hammer up there, you know exactly where to go as soon as you find the mitts. Catastrophe making the bomb jump on their first try. They actually did get an 8 bomb drop from the mini Moldorms there, so I guess they didn't need the extra ones.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we're going to be heading over to Eastern Palace as expected. We'll check out the 3 items there and get our second crystal. Yep, it's about as interesting as Spiral Cave gets.
Especially, yeah. That's about right.
I mean, if we don't end up finding the hammer here, we can definitely still get Aghanim 1 required.
That's right. We've done all of this stuff, and we're still like, oh, by the way, Aghanim 1's still a thing. And unfortunately, Ace has not gone up to Zora to get the book. I fear that something's in Desert, that he's going to have to realize he can go to Zora right now. But again, I don't blame him for doing Eastern Palace either, because he can finish it. There's no point in not finishing the dungeon. You can finish the Crystal Dungeon.
I'm a little worried that if we find something, if we find like the other glove or the hammer here, it might be a while before they end up finding that book if it gets to be actually required, and it's a high chance it is.
And again, the fire rod on that tablet. Oh.
And yeah, even if they do end up getting it,
I'm sure once they find flippers, they'll go up there and clear that whole area off. But hopefully, and you know what? It may not cost them a lot of time, because we may not necessarily have any absolute need for either of those items before he finds them.
Right,
but
for sure.
It's when he starts looking all over the place for that item and hasn't found it yet that it's going to be the problem.
I think Aghanim might actually work out pretty good in their favor, and that's because they can just walk over to Catfish and then just kind of mirror and check Zora if they decide to.
There you go.
That would probably be ideal, even though they may not have the flippers at the time to check the other chests there.
Right, right.
Alright, our piece of heart was the first item in Eastern, and
We got a big key.
I think we got the compass in one of the chests as well.
Yeah, we did. Or the map. I think it was the compass. It was one of the other dungeon items.
Yeah. There's another
There's
piece
another
of heart.
So now we have one item left in 2 chests, and unfortunately, one of them is way out of the way, and the other one is the boss.
It's always so hard to come to this chest like, oh, well, I'm gonna come all the way over here just to get the map, and it's always the map every time.
Oh, it
it's,
is.
It's never the item. Armos always has the last item.
Yeah. But on the same token, it's a good idea to get this chest because I figure it this way. If I go this route and I find the map or the compass, whatever, then, obviously I've wasted some time. But you're going to waste more time if you go to the boss, beat it, and they have the compass.
Yep. That's
And then you got to
absolutely
come
right.
all the way back in here, go all the way around, and do it anyway.
Oh, it's
So it's
so
one
annoying.
of those things. Yeah, I'd rather lose a little bit of time now rather than a lot of time later. And Ace trying to powder those anti-fairies, but unfortunately, there's
Those 2 pots down there do have hearts in them, but I think they're gonna grab the fairies jumping down the little pots up here.
Indeed. Yeah, unfortunately, those anti-fairies are basically immune until they are released from that jar by basically killing everything else in there. Looks like Ace is just nobody's gonna get that. Take me out there for
Interestingly
a sec.
enough, even after the release, those guys are still immune to powder.
Are they really?
Yeah, the ones that spin around the pot like that, they're unique in the sense that they can't be powdered even after they're released.
Wow, now that I did not know. That is interesting. I knew they were immune while they were on it. I've never tried it. I guess I've never tried using powder when they've left. Nice.
Yeah.
That would be a
Catastrophe.
very unfortunate surprise if you were wanting to get your hearts refilled and you use the powder and it slams into you anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I learned something new today.
Ooh. A little trouble with the Igor. These skeletons are a bunch of jerks. They break away from their line at such random times.
Oh yeah.
So it's hard to know when to peek downward to shoot them with the bow shot or something.
Yeah, they did everything they could to make those skeletons one of the most annoying enemies in this game.
I did like the throwing a pot at the red Igor to just tell him to wake up.
All right, so Ace versus Armos.
Stand still and press Y.
I mean, that's basically this fight in a nutshell.
Wow.
Oof. Well, a whole lot of nothing. Actually, there was a whole lot of love inside of Eastern Palace today.
A whole heart and 2 quarters. Got a heart and a half in Eastern is all, but whatever. It's a crystal. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely. Cat almost getting the one shot on the 2 red Igors, but just missed the second shot. The Armos statues are actually killable with the sword. It just takes a very long time.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to do. Luckily, you'll have the bow every time unless you're playing some crazy mode like Entrance Rando or something like that. Ooh, Ace is gonna fake Flipper.
Oh, well, he's gonna find that book then.
Oh man, that's nice. He might go do desert. We don't know what's there yet, but it may take him away from the fire rod. I wonder if he'll go check it before doing Aghanim.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a long way to go just to check that one item, but if it's that or Aghanim, you probably do that. Meanwhile, Cat's starting here. I wonder where he's going.
Maybe bottle turn in?
Stick King. Yeah, gotta be, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's having a little trouble getting right on the edge of there. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, fake flipper. So how fake flippers works is you have to be, I believe it's 1 pixel away from the screen transition. When you jump into the water, you have, I believe it's like 1 frame before the game checks to make sure that you should be in the water or not. if you screen transition in that window, the game apparently assumes that, oh, you're swimming, so you must be fine.
That's the way I understand it too, so I hope it's right.
So, of course, what happens if you take damage? So, in the original game, if you did this, if you take damage, the game gets all wacky and soft locks. The devs of the randomizer have made it so... Oh, nice. Ace got the reverse. Nicely done. Anyway, the devs have made it so if you take damage while you're in fake flipper state, you just die and the game's over. It's nice so you don't end up, soft locking. No one wants to soft lock.
Yeah. Catastrophe is going to Aghanim before
He's
checking out
doing
Desert.
it. Either he's deciding against Desert and just doing it, or he's forgotten he has access to Desert. I don't think it's the latter. So my guess is he's just decided, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
It does seem extremely likely at the moment that
I
it's
agree.
going to be Aghanim. I mean, you really only have, what, guaranteed one chest in Desert, and that's about it. We don't even know if it's going to be an item or not.
We've got a Guinness's chest, and, yeah, as you said, the one guaranteed chest in Desert.
Oh, and I guess the
And-
Desert Ledge as well, yeah.
No, Desert Ledge, right. So we've got 2 guaranteed items, and then the possibility of 2 more.
If Ace is willing to do this to avoid Aghanim, they also may be willing to go down to the desert area first before doing Aghanim.
Right. He also happened to lose the walk on water glitch. I wonder what happened.
There was a tiny stretch of land up there. Maybe he accidentally stepped on that.
Yeah, Cat being very nice and turning on the lights for us.
Alright, Ace
He
grabs
cares about the
book.
cast. I like it.
Yeah, thanks to that cat.
Ace kind of had me worried for a second when he grabbed the bottle. Like, wait, what are you doing? All right, so where's Ace gonna go now? Looks like he's thinking about it.
He's
Grabbing
healing
some
up. It might be
hearts.
Aghanim.
I mean, it could be desert too.
I
makes it
believe
turn.
you're
Nope.
right.
He's going desert. So this is where we're gonna find out really if Cat's decision was the right one or the gamble was the right one. Because if Aghanim is required, it's entirely possible it'll be quite some time before we actually find Dark World access any other way, since we do have access to the Village of Outcasts once we get to the Dark World.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of access once we get there. Without
Yeah.
the... well, never mind. Even if something is here in Desert, I really hope Ace does not think that the book is useless again. Like, I don't want them to think, oh, I got the one item the book is going to unlock. I don't need to worry about, like, the tablet or anything. Definitely don't forget about that, because we got the fire rod up there underneath your tablet.
Oh no, there's Boots. So that just unlocked at least one. Oh, it unlocked that unlocked Desert entirely.
Yeah,
Desert
it
is
sure
now-
did.
Desert is now completable. Oh dear. Or oh boy. Don't know. That's Boots though. Oh, well, don't run into the cactus man. It's okay. Alright, we're fine. Desert Ledge has got, okay, just 100 rupee. That has money on it more often than I can tell you right now.
What a great find. That's amazing. That'll also let them, if they do end up going, through the Dark World, through Aghanim, they can check out the King's Tomb as well. They'll be walking right past it later. Giving some angry slashes at Aghanim while we're just kind of waiting here. Oh no.
lot of blue balls coming from good old Aganon. So we find that on the torch was the compass, so Desert Palace wasn't boot locked anyway.
Well, that figures, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, Cat is finally taken down and gives her a little fire just for fun. Can't say I blame her. Okay, well, item number 1 was a big red rupee. This will be the big key, I believe.
Yep. Silver arrows on the pyramid ledge here.
Nice.
With the bow already in hand, that's a pretty powerful weapon. I mean, I guess they have the tempered sword already. That's probably enough,
Right.
but you know, why not go a
silver
little
arrows
overkill?
Silver arrows is still great. If we ever have to do Vitreous, the silver arrow Vitreous fight is way easy.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys couldn't not go to Catfish apparently. Okay, never mind.
Oh no, bombs
Well,
was the other item in desert.
Yeah, desert not the answer. As it turns out, well, hold on, we don't actually know that yet because bonk rocks could still be the answer.
Oh yeah, we've got one more shot before it's finally Aganon time for A's.
Did we got a sick kid turn in, right?
Yeah, we did. Cat did that.
Right,
Cat's
okay.
trying to find their way into the maze here. There we go.
There is a way through this without any boots or like the Titans, but there you go.
What do we got? What do we got?
Ah, it's a piece of heart. Okay, now I think we're Aga locked. Unless he's gonna go do the tablet. Oh, we found Quake. We got a Quake medallion. Okay, he's not gonna do the tab. Unfortunately, he's not gonna go up and do the tablet right now. Well, I guess fortunately, but still.
Yeah, ignoring Sick Kid too. It seems like both of those are pretty far away from saving quick points. That just
Yeah.
you have the mirror anyway, so you can just mirror right on top of the Sick Kid, I suppose. Later
Agreed. And with the way the seed has been, I mean, it would literally have had to have been the hammer or the other mid. Oh, we gotta check. I didn't see it.
I saw a green pendant pod and other pendant turtle rock, but I did not catch 5-6.
Yeah. 5 is Swamp Palace and 6 is Ice Palace. Thank you, pause feature.
Oh, very nice.
And yes, blue pendant was Turtle Rock, green pendant Palace of Darkness. We got an interesting layout here.
Yeah, we already have silvers, and we're just the hammer away from finishing pod, so I don't know how long it'll... I don't know if anyone we're gonna go there anytime soon. There's the cape from the chest game.
Magic Cape?
Did they already check the bumper cave? I can't imagine they
I
did.
did not see them run up there, but
Oh, maybe not then.
it's possible. It's possible it happened while I was like staring at the map screen. So I have the channel up on my laptop, which lets me pause if I miss something. See what's in. I believe this is called the brewery. Oh, we got the bombos there.
That's what they used to brew with, probably.
Exactly.
Well, not anymore, I guess.
Yeah, we just took that. That's okay. It's probably too dangerous for them. That's probably what happened at the village.
The bomb was a little extreme.
Yeah, that probably makes some really good brew. So anyway, we find a piece of heart in the C-shaped house. We're starting to get up there in the life count. That's gonna go right into Thieves Town. Without the hammer, there is one chest we're not able to get. It's the big chest, but that may have an item in it, or it might be self-locked with a key. We don't know.
Well,
There's Titan's Bits.
that's a pretty nice welcoming gift for Thieves Town.
Yes, it is. Pat, did you forget? There was. Yes, you did. Okay. It's okay. We got it. You back on track. There you go.
So yeah, Ace is a little behind right now, it seems, but they've taken a couple more checks in the light world, including finding the boots, which may elude Catastrophe for a good while. Maybe
Yes.
depending on where the flute is, because that's probably the more convenient time to head down the desert.
That's true. And Guinness Cave is one of those places that a lot of runners like just really don't get to until they're in the area. And even then, like, it's one of those places you kind of go because it is really out of the way until you get like the flute.
Yeah, for sure. If you're
And
going
even
there
then, it's
for...
not really in the path. It's just closer.
Yeah, they may just go there for the mire area. Oh my god, that almost fell off right there.
Goodness, Ace doing some tightrope walking for the dramatic effect, apparently.
Yeah, so when they have the flute, they'll probably go check the mire area and hopefully not forget about that cave. Since they have the mitts already, that'll probably be first thing on their mind once finding the flute.
So, as we're watching Ace take on Aghanim, and he will have the same number of blue balls that Cat had because it's seeded basically, and it's got to be fair for racing.
Which I believe was a lot.
It
Just about
seemed like a lot. I didn't count, but it seemed like a heck of a lot. So let's think here. While we're waiting for our next item to be discovered, what if anything could be on the pedestal?
With Turtle Rock as a pendant, that really limits things.
Flute?
Flute and
Flippers.
flippers. You're right. I think that's it. Yeah, because we found everything else.
Well, ether could be as well.
Oh yeah, not the hammer, of course.
Hammer can't be because Turtle Rock. That's really well, Ice Rod can't be because of Turtle Rock. Yep, it's yeah, flippers or ether or flute. If we want a pedestal, if we want an Aga pedestal seed, that's one of those three items are gonna have to be there.
All right, down goes Aghanim 1, Ace, onto the Dark World here. Gonna be able to make up just a little bit of time running around with the boots that Catastrophe does not have quite yet. And we'll be able
Yeah.
to check the King's Tomb while they're doing this whole route as well. So if there's anything important there, well, I really hope Cat goes and checks that whenever they find their boots.
I mean, if that's the case, we're actually gonna have both runners having not checked one spot, like way out of their way.
Ooh, so it looks like there may be something in the big chest of Thieves Town here.
There's gonna have to be. Cat's got a key to get in there, and I think do we have all the dungeon items? I thought I saw the compass earlier.
Okay, well we just got the map, so yeah. Ace is also not going out of their way to check the catfish.
Incoming catfish flute. I tell you, every time I intentionally skip catfish at this point, it's always something important.
That would be so convenient to get flute right there as well, because they're just about to hit the nits.
Alright, well, Cat doing a very good blind fight here, almost entirely, damageless. Very nicely done. Not entirely certain what Ace is doing, but...
I think they accidentally went back into their portal
Okay.
after not gonna open the tomb.
Okay, I was curious. All right, let's see. Something in here is just a heart container.
Dang. Well, is that it for like boots locked spots that they've checked now? Because we've seen library. Oh no, got stuck again on the mirror warp. The last thing the boots can possibly unlock is the canvas tower big key, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're really just for convenience this seed.
Well, a lumberjack cave, but we know it's on that too. So.
Yeah. All right, into Skullwoods we go. Catastrophe having the fire rod, we'll be able to complete this dungeon. Ace may decide to dip it, but is not going to be able to complete it.
didn't even grab that chest there. I'm curious.
I think you could do another return trip just in case they.
But if this is a key, that wouldn't need to be a return trip.
Yep, exactly. That's the that's the reason I don't do this. Oh well.
Anyway,
It's just a precaution in case you don't get a key, I guess. I don't know. I very rarely don't find a key, honestly.
yeah, it is seemingly rare, but it does happen on occasion. And oof, well, so far we've got, what was it, a piece of heart, compass, and a key.
Not a whole lot.
Well, Cat can actually go and finish Skullwoods, and that's the thing here.
Did Ace also not check Bumper Ledge?
I did not see him check it.
I don't know, that's interesting. If you're walking from Aghanim, I mean, it's right there, but whatever, that's fine.
Ooh. Well, we've got a red bottle, so I wonder
Yeah.
if Cat's gonna go ahead and go fight Mothra.
Alright, everyone's got...
Call.
Yeah, everyone's gonna have both a blue and a red potion, so I think with the blue mail and the tempered sword, they're pretty set on equipment, rather like, you know, just safety stuff. I don't think they're gonna be going out of their way to hunt for anything else or
As
buy any potions or anything like
As I
that.
said earlier, the seed is apparently wanting to keep our runners very safe.
It's doing a good job. Yeah, now we
Even
have
offered,
half
he even
magic
offered
cape.
2 shields. He even offered 2 shields like early on, but Cat didn't want both of them.
That was pretty funny.
So Cat's gonna head and burn up all these Gibdos. Don't blame him. Gibdos are just really not a fun enemy in any Zelda game they're in.
Alright, Titan's Mitts for Ace. After this, well, I mean, I can only assume they'll be doing... Oh, well, maybe they won't go up this Skullwoods, actually. Yeah, he'll have the Fire Rod. I don't know if they're going to go head up there or not.
You may check the front of it, but older versions of the logic actually made Skullwoods very, very valuable to check, but lately it hasn't been that way, so... you may not, without the Fire Rod, he may not check it, but that just depends on what he feels like doing. Oh, 06 Samus.
Did Cat get grabbed? I can only assume.
Must have.
Because I don't think you'd do this twice by choice.
No. No, he must have gotten grabbed, and if the door in the next room is open, my guess is that he got grabbed in the worst
the
possible
fall?
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, looks like that is what happened. That kind of stinks.
So, this being the Japanese 1.0 version of the game, there's a glitch where while you're falling, your sprite's hitbox is still there. So enemies can hit you, and those wall hands, or the wall masters, can still grab you, even if you're falling. Kinda terrible.
Pretty terrible. I saw Cat charge up a spin attack with the first hit on Moth here. That actually does not damage him at all. He does not take any damage from that class of damage.
Right. But it feels good.
It definitely does, yeah.
He's getting a little damage going through the one of the worst rooms in the game.
I think they hit the switch and that little jelly guy on the same pot throw. That's pretty impressive.
That was really nice. Normally you get one or the other, not both. That was nice. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna put this pedestal thing to rest right now. Let's see here. Oh, it's just an arrow increase.
Well, that's good. Might not have to do Turtle Rock.
Jeez. What are you talking about? Of course you're gonna have to do Turtle Rock. The flute's gonna be in Turtle Rock. We know this. Come on.
Alright, silly me. Cat is walking this way. I don't know why. There's nothing up here. There's a hole up here, I guess.
There is not. Yeah, that's true. Is there? Yeah, this will get you down. Yeah, that's right. This will get you. Oop. to an area I honestly don't remember why you need to do in vanilla.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
It takes you.
It takes you
it
to
takes
the area north in the second room here.
Yes. Yeah, it takes you right above where they are right now. Where you have to step on some star switches to remove that hole, and then you can walk through.
And I'm not hoping that, you know, the flute's in Turtle Rock. I'm just saying, as a matter of fact, it probably is because this game hates people.
It has feelings, and they're all of disdain.
Exactly.
Oh, here's the bumper ledge.
Here we go. Hammer and pod, that would be interesting. Oh, just a big heart container. Cat is not gonna grab. Not that I play with, just it's not gonna grab.
Alright, so it does seem like we were right. They do have both the map and the compass of Thieves Town, so there is an item inside the big chest. So that's... You don't really want that hanging over your head, but unfortunately, both runners are gonna have that.
There is never a good time to go back and check that either.
No, not at all. Getting a quick frog turn in here. I guess Cat's gonna be not bothering with the digging game yet, because they're not gonna be able to check the digging game while walking past there with the purple chest.
Correct. Even if you leave it on a different screen, the game's still like, it's following you. Actually, though, if Cat had put their portal in the right spot, they could have checked the Bat Cave, but they decided not to do that.
Whoa!
Oh!
Well, now they can.
That's a hammer. That's true. Now they can. Never mind. Everything I just said invalid. We
Well, that's
found the
convenient.
hammer. That was really nice of the Smiths to actually, you know, craft a hammer. I was surprised. Normally they don't give me anything useful. I'm paying them 10 rupees for the price of a big 20.
They have plenty of hammers. Sure, they can spare one. There's a third bottle. We have a bottle of each flavor now.
That is funny. All we need is bottle number 4 to be a fair, and we've got the quartet.
Yep, it's just gonna be bee flavored.
Yeah, well, that's the other quartet. The slightly less satisfying one.
Ace is not giving in to Skull Woods.
I thought he was going to go that way with the way he was going, but he's not.
It really seemed that way. They're gonna check out pigs here and maybe not do Smiths right away if they're doing this first.
He's going to check that cave.
Oh no! He's gonna check the bad.
He's going to check that cave.
It's the wrong order. Maybe this mirror bonk will frustrate him and they'll just leave. Oh my gosh! I was just joking.
What? Maybe. Well, he's making the right call now. I can't explain that, but way to go, sir.
I was thinking, oh my gosh. Maybe he realized that he would have lost his portal and rather than the frustrated thing. But I like to think that I'm right.
Yes, absolutely. That's definitely one of those question mark kind of moments, but you say he must have at some point realized, oh right, I want to do frog first.
Yeah. Either way, this is great. Now both runners will have the hammer at just about the same time.
Yeah, really?
Cat just lost their chest.
They did.
Ooh, that kind of stinks. Tapped A just before activating the portal.
Yeah, because I don't think it stays there if you teleport in between. Nope, it's gone.
It is gone. Well, they can go do digging game now.
Yeah, Cat. It's true. We've got digging game we can go. And he's gonna do it.
I guess they can just walk back up there and grab it if they really want to.
Yeah. You want to be stubborn about it, absolutely. I like the digging animation on Terra Sprite, and I don't know why.
Something you never thought you'd see Terra do.
Probably. That's probably it.
No, just the 5.
Oh, it's not even a 20.
Ace having the boots is gonna have a fun time doing the pegs.
Good old item dash.
It's one of my favorite sound effects in the game.
Absolutely. It's one of the more satisfying things in the game to do.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to do. Again, I believe it's a 1.0 version trick only, but all you have to do is hit run and the item button at the same time, and you use both. Unfortunately, we just had 10 arrows inside there this time, but, you know, hey. That's okay.
And synchronized chest delivery service here.
Hellcat had to go back and get the second copy because we decided to disintegrate the first one. Our runners have met up with each other again, and I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Ace, no.
Ace is moving a little more left than I think he should be. He's not going to be able to do this digging game. Well, this will be a lesson learned.
Yes, it will. Oh, hey, don't take it out on the shovel guy.
Maybe he'll leave it here and try again. Okay, good. Don't do that.
That
That doesn't work either.
Poor guy. It's okay. Trying to remember every single thing about a randomizer run is daunting, so I can understand every little mix-up.
Yeah, there's a lot of small things. You can't walk in there, but you can drop it and go. Okay, good. They did know that.
And drop it and go, and it will stay there. The cave formerly known as Hype Cave. Not really putting out any of the hype.
You are certainly right about that.
Oof, that was nasty. That was. No, there you go. I don't know how that chest didn't like get picked up when you walk through it, but you know, sure.
So what Ace can do is just kind of leave the chest here and just run over to Hype Cave and then run back if they want to, and the chest will still be there. But I think they're just gonna turn in now.
Indeed, he's probably gonna check this tablet too.
Ooh. What did they talk to him instead? Oh my gosh, it is. The stream lagged for a second there. I really hope Ace didn't warp without the chest. I can only assume he got it.
No, he got it.
Okay, good. Both players got ether at the exact same time.
Interesting. But... Ace decided not to check this tablet.
Yeah, I really hope that's not something too important. Oh my gosh, it's a heart. We didn't want something on both tablets that Ace was missing.
Right.
What are the chances? Well, now we don't even need to bother going to check medallions. We're guaranteed getting to both Meyer and T-Rock now.
We can get in the T-Rock, and with the Catastrophe, we can actually get to the entire place.
Oh my gosh.
Except for Trinex. Game, I was joking when I said let's put the flute inside Turtle Rock. I didn't actually mean that. Cat's gonna find the boots though.
Ooh. They're gonna probably feel really behind right now.
Yes and no. Guinness Cave again, like, is one of those. It's hard to justify checking. So, but yeah, you got to think if my opponent has checked that a while ago, which Ace did, and he's been able to run a lot too. He may be ahead of me.
Ace definitely did catch up with. And it might have been Boots' power. Honestly, skipping Skullwoods is probably a bigger factor.
Yeah, that's true. Although Skullwoods didn't really have anything important, so if he go modes it, he's going to save some time.
Yeah, and he
What
very
am
well
I
might
saying?
be able
It
to.
had that it had the red bottle in it. That's very important. What am I saying?
We gotta get our multicolored set going.
Exactly. We need the full set.
Cat looks like they're gonna be fake flipping the Ice Palace.
That is an interesting move.
I mean, if the flute is here, that's super cool.
It is, but it also means that the flippers will not be either in here or in Misery Mire.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice to be able to go mode Mire.
House of Darkness is completable, and that's what Ace is doing. Although it's a pendant dungeon, so but it's a green pendant dungeon, so
That's-
that means and there's what 5 items in here?
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, 5. So with the green pendant making 6, I completely can see why you'd want
Whoa.
to even. Oh my God, it's the ice rod.
That's an unfortunate find.
Or is it?
Could lead to the flute.
Good. If it's on Trinex.
I think the hammer really made him want to come into pod here. The hammer in this dungeon really only unlocks the boss, but I guess it also unlocks the green pendant in this case. Oh, without a key, they have to, yeah, jump down here first. I don't know where I would go next in this situation, like right after finding the hammer. It's hard to say. If I had the fire rod, honestly, I would probably go check Turtle Rock.
I know, right? The big reason why I wouldn't do what Cat is doing, and he forgot to kill the I don't know what those blue squid things are called, but
I think
got
they
to
are
kill the ones that got the
marked.
key in it.
Yeah, but don't forget that one. This room's a pain too. Stupid conveyor belt.
Well, looks like we're going to see a Ice Palace bomb jump, which actually I would advise against here. You're gonna full clear the place anyway. You've got the Cane of Samaria, which means you get to skip the entire wraparound thing. This is actually going to be slower.
Maybe, yeah.
Because now you have to, like, jump down, like, you have to jump down the pit to get to the room where you, use the Cane of Samaria, go all the way back up, and just go back around to full clear. But the reason I wouldn't even be in here in the first place is because it's flipper locked, and honestly speaking, the items we have left for go mode are the flute and flippers. That's it.
Yeah, if you want to
So-
find the flute in here, that guarantees a go mode. What did we say? Both Mire and Swamp House, actually.
Right. I mean, that is true, but go moding this place is so much faster than full clearing this place. Because go moding Misery Mire still requires you to find the big key, and that seems to be in that really annoyingly long waiting room all the time. Just the big chest holding a small key, because
Oh,
team,
no,
it-
Ace.
this
There's a key over here. No.
yeah, that's all right.
That's okay.
Again, that's something even I don't keep track of too well, to be honest with you. Like, most of the time I know, I'm like, that's going to be a key. Cat is actually not going to full clear Ice Palace.
Yeah, it is a pretty interesting decision. Hope that doesn't come back to bite him. Ice Palace takes a long time to get back into to check out the rest of the stuff.
I mean, honestly, I'm going to think it's probably the better idea, because as I was going to say before, it's unlikely. I mean, the Ice Palace can't have flippers, and you're only looking for the flute. You're taking a gamble that the flute's not in here, but that's probably going to pay off, so... And of
Ooh.
course, it's the compass.
Oh, Ace also gets a
there's
compass.
compass. Dueling compasses.
He's coming over here to do a death warp, but whatever. We hit the mirror, I guess. But now they don't have much health to go towards. Green pendant helmet sword king.
I haven't noticed much inside Palace of Darkness that was all that interesting. What is it? Okay.
Well, just death warping, I guess.
Maybe to refill his life up?
Yeah, they
Could
were
be.
only at 2.5, I think.
I was gonna say, you've done this much so far, you might as well keep going.
This chest is definitely not a key. Cat, looks like they are also going into pod. Are they gonna find anything? Probably not. Oh, Ace. Okay. Betting on Helmasaur not having what they need. I
Or the
didn't see if
green
they had both
pendant.
the map and the compass already or not. Either way, the green pendant is gonna remain a mystery.
Oh well.
Taking that free fairy, the bottom left tree at the bottom of the pyramid, always has a fairy in it. So if you're about to go fight Ganon and you need a little extra help, you got your boots. There you go. Ace, where are you going? Don't tell me you're also going to fake flipper now. Okay, good. There's a big reluctance of going to the East Death Mountain, but I think Ace is going to be the first one over there. With any luck, he will route in the Ether Tablet as well to grab the Fire Rod.
This is the perfect time to do it. And other than not being able to clear Skull Woods, like he hasn't really lost too much without having gone into Skull Woods at all. And since we know there's nothing in there, he will not have lost too much time by having not done that. Thankfully
Yeah.
for him.
I think you're right. Hopefully they will go check it after all this jazz over here.
Palace of
The
Darkness
mirror
seems to be
makes
the
it a
place
lot
to go.
better.
Cat's going into Palace of Darkness too. Now let's see if he decides to finish this off or not.
Oh, Big Dunk is saying in chat that there was an item left off Helmasaur. Ugh.
So we've basically left 2 items behind. That's a gamble.
Well, we'll see if my play would have paid off. I don't know. I said earlier that if I had the Fire Rod, I would go check Turtle Rock. I mean, Ace didn't have the Fire Rod at the time, so I can't really blame him. I don't think that's the right hole you fall down.
It's any
Oh,
one
you
of them
can-
is, but
Oh, is it? Okay.
it's just there's either one of them is. So
I guess I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought one of them took you to the other section.
right, no, they all lead down there. It's doesn't matter is the thing. Oh, we do have Hookshot Cave up here. That's 4 more items to check. We also don't know. Do we not know what's on that island? I don't remember.
Don't remember if one of them checked them
I
out.
specifically remember Ace did not check it. So to answer a question in chat, why did the blocks disappear when using the mirror in that cave? So it's another glitch in the 1.0 version of the game, and apparently what happens is when you go to use the mirror, the game like checks the state that you're in or resets Link or something like that. If you do that while you're standing in the path of a block that is moving, the game deletes the block from existence.
Yep.
Or
And it's
something
not
like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's just not that cave specifically either. Any cave will do it. It'll also work in dungeons, but it'll also teleport you to the start of the dungeon.
Right.
So don't do that.
I have done that before. My first time, I was in Swamp Palace. You know that block you push to get the chest to show up?
Oh yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah, I tried to cheat it, and as you said, it takes you right back to start. And I'm sitting there thinking, why didn't I think that was going to happen? Like, why did it not register in my head that would have happened? I don't know. So 50 rupees on the island ledge there. So
You'll also probably see that trick being used in the dam if they happen to have the mirror at that point in the game, and probably always at the checkerboard cave. Alright, Ace is dipping into Turtle Rock here. They do not have the fire rod. Little do they know the fire rod is just kind of to the left of him right now. That is not the right order, don't do it! Oh no!
Wait, what?
Oh no! You
Maybe
gotta
now
walk
he'll
off
remember to go
screen.
check the tablet.
Oh no. Alright,
Okay, he did. I feel like every time we've called that, he's done it, so I just...
Oh, Dead Rock, go away.
Dead rocks.
That's fine. At least he knows that he has to actually screen transition to reset the pegs there.
Right.
If you mirror, the pegs reset their position, but they won't reset, like, the state they're in. It'll still be wrong. You actually do have to walk off screen.
Right, you have to make... There's a lot of things in this game where you have to make a screen transition to complete. So now we're gonna see if Cat leaves or if Cat's gonna come back and finish. He's going in. Ace is going into Turtle Rock. Without the fire rod, this could be a very short trip. He's gonna
Yeah,
be
I hope-
very sad.
I
if
kind of
he
hope
goes
it is
over.
a short trip, because that'll just kind
Yeah.
of... if it's a short trip, they'll probably come back here immediately after finding the fire rod.
Great. So this has to be not a key.
Well,
Uh,
in we go.
let's see how far down the rabbit hole we go today.
Yeah. If the keys allow it, the fire rod can be all the way at Laser Bridge. I mean,
Yes,
we
it
know it's
can.
not, but it's definitely possible. Oh, you can't go this way. You don't have the fire rod.
Cat did not. Cat left too. Cat is
Debating. They're debating.
Maybe.
Do I want to go to Turtle
Thinking.
Rock or do I want to go to Helmasaur?
Thinking.
We're out of here.
Wow.
Both players ignoring Helmasaur King, who has an item, and the Grim Pendant as well. We are still on the lookout for these flippers and the flute.
Ace,
Ace.
just and he saved and quit.
Oh no! You can totally go further, and Turtle Rock could have at least gotten to the Chain Chomp room. Yikes.
Oh dear.
Well,
And he didn't get the.
Oh,
and he didn't
jeez.
Get the fire rod.
Cat kind of got knocked into the wall there by the little rope enemy. I've seen that happen before. It's really silly. That's fine. Ace making the same play on Catfish. Both. Oh, I love this.
This is interesting. I love Mr. Catfish though. He's great. He just gives you an item for free. Look, it's just. It's part of his
I
stuff,
would have
but-
gone nuts, dude, if that was the flippers or the flute.
Oh.
like suddenly, after all this nonsense, both
We're-
players get the flute at the exact same time.
That would have been, yeah. I may have just quit right there. And like, well, guys, that's your race. Bye.
Oh man, I think Cat's gonna go check out the King's Tomb that was not checked before because it didn't have the boots.
At least that's where it looks like he's going. But at this point, I'm not saying anyone's going anywhere because
What are you doing, Ace? Going back to pod, maybe?
that would be a very interesting play.
Oh, nope.
He's thinking, hold on.
You're in save and quit out, I guess.
Maybe some potions? Or just go save and quit in like world. Yep. There we go.
Tablet? Ether tablet? Hey, hey. That might put him on the right track.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that he did not check that tablet again.
Oh, he might be going all the way to the digging game or Skull Woods, actually.
Yeah, he might be trying to check what he can with Skull Woods. He can get both items in there. Unfortunately, neither one of them is. Well, wait, no, the bottle again, entirely important. Forgot. Can't forget the bottle. It's got red stuff in it.
I do like the each flavor of a potion cola, I guess.
That is still actually amazing. Wait, he's not going there.
No, Bonk Rocks.
Cat getting bonked. Yep. Ace, I guess he is gonna do the digging. Yeah, he ran all the way over here to do digging game, and is he gonna be sorely disappointed when he finds out that the prize here is not worth the price of admission?
No, absolutely not. Cat is. I guess they didn't end up
Bumper
checking
cave.
Bumper Cave Glitch?
No. I believe this was a heart container.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
Nice.
He's gonna-
But they
hey,
won it. You know, I came all this way. I'm getting the
No.
stupid heart container.
No, he's going into Death Mountain?
Save the old man? Did they save the old man?
I thought they did, but maybe they didn't.
Oh
They
yeah,
had
he's not
to.
there.
He's not there.
Oh well, yeah, of course they don't have the flu. Of course they saved him. I
What?
knew that.
Why didn't we just save and okay, anyway, whatever. So we just wanted to take a little trip through Turtle Rock, which is fine. We're good. We're good. We're fine.
Speaking of Turtle Rock, I think Cat may be heading that way right now.
Oh my gosh.
Which I believe may actually be the play. We're gonna find one of our things here, unless Helmosaur is really holding
I was
out
gonna
on
say,
us.
you know, it might be the play, or killing Helmosaur may have actually been the play. I have seen a race. I did a quad race of this once where, Cold Stare had something on him, and all runners ran into Ice Pals about the same time, and everybody left except one. And they found the Cane of Samaria. They ended up winning that race because everyone had to go back for it. So
Amazing.
let's hope, for the sake of everybody here, that Helmosaur or the Green Pendant was not like the Flippers.
Well, if it is, I hope both of them finish their little run around and go there at the exact same time.
Which would be ideal, but
Alright, Cat heading into Turtle Rock with their Fire Rod. They will for sure be able to get as far as they can up to the boss. They have the Ice Rod as well, actually, so they can even beat up the boss, yeah.
that's gonna be something if Helmosaur's got like the flute or the Flippers. I'm still wondering if Ice Palace had the flute in it.
Oh, that's true.
So Cat opened up Turtle Rock and is deciding to check everything, this is actually a good thing. You know, you open up Turtle Rock because you may need to go in there, you never know, and you can still get all 6 items right here real easily. All right, we have Thieves Town Big Chest too.
I didn't want to remember that.
No one wants to remember it, but it's is still hanging out there.
Ace gets... That was their second item, right? That bottle there was?
Yeah, that's the second item. The first one was in the first chest you came to. Well, he cannot do anything further in Skull Woods. He's gonna check the pedestal, I bet. Or he's just going. Oh, okay. He's just gonna go back to the Dark World, going down here. That makes sense.
Alright, in Turtle Rock we go.
Here we go.
We'll see if that Chain Chomp chest actually has, like, a key. Or the progression item at all, because then Ace definitely could have got it even without the Fire Rod.
That'll be very unfortunate.
Now, I'm pretty sure it was you who was super convinced that we'd have to go into Turtle Rock.
I was.
Into Turtle Rock.
I'm still convinced that there's gonna be something. Ow. Okay, lasers to the back of the head do not feel nice.
You may be exactly right. Oh, Ace is gonna be the first one to check out the first yes.
Interesting he would do this and not some of the other things, but okay. I mean, and some of this may be very much so gambles taken by our runners, just to be like, you know what, I'm just going to gamble it's not here.
But at some point, that's a lot of gambles.
Yeah, I kind of like the mindset. If you feel like you're behind, go make the crazy plays because even if you're wrong, you wouldn't have won anyway.
There you go. Oh, nice item dash there. We got a small key and a big key.
Yeah, okay. Ace wouldn't have been able to get too far then without that big key.
Yeah. But we are still going to see the chest he could have got. If there's a key inside of Chomp chest, that means he could have got farther. And even as far as Mimic Cave.
Oh wow, yeah.
All there has to be is a key in Chomp's chest right here. Although with 2 already in hand, after that, it's possible this will be something. And when I say something, I mean like an item, and not because obviously it's something.
Okay,
It's a piece of heart. So Ace would have been stopped right there.
Oh, come on, dude!
Stuff. Vanilla flute! Come on, flute! Vanilla flute, come on!
Wasn't there a vanilla flute already today in a race?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
We have the shovel, ladies and gentlemen. We're still looking for only 2 items. If this is going to be nothing, it's just going to be leading Ace on, like, you know, I went all the way down there. Think about it this way. Hold on, let's see here. If that was required.
I don't think Ace has the shovel. He was not the one to throw a rock just now. Oh wait.
No, it was in Thieves Town.
Oh, it was in Thieves Town, that's right. Not Turtle Rock, never mind.
A key for a key. I was gonna say, that would have been real awful of this seed to have done that, because that would have required a double dip into Thieves Town, because Thieves Town had the other glove upgrade, and the hammer being on the swordsmith.
Oh yeah, good point.
But no, the game didn't require it this time. It's gonna go check Bombo's tablet, so maybe that'll push him to Ether.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna hope here. And then that fire rod will probably, I would assume, lead him to Turtle Rock because he already has both Skull Woods items, so he wouldn't have any reason to go back there right now.
Yeah, he can do Skull Woods whenever he feels like it at this point. Alright. Mimic Cave time. One of the few seeds where flippers is the thing that's trolling us.
Boy, here we go. There they are!
Oh! It's the flippers!
So we're looking at a Swamp Palace flute, probably?
Oh, probably. Well, I was sort of right.
Cat's gonna finish.
I mean, you've gone this far, you might as well. There's still a decent amount of items to find, including a gold sword.
Yeah, sure, why not?
But yes, I was kind of right. I did say Turtle Rock was going to have something important. It turns out it was the flippers, not the flute. And it wasn't
Close enough.
exactly Turtle Rock, but yeah.
That's close enough. It still gives full points, I think.
Which is actually hidden behind the fire rod, and looks like Ace is going to go up to the tablet.
Oh, good. Good. Please don't go back to Skullwoods after this. You don't need to.
I tell you, Turtle Rock's always got something, I feel like.
If Ace is feeling this behind, they may just bail out after getting those flippers and just say, alright, my only chance is to randomly pick correctly. If there's no reason for me to stay in Turtle Rock, let's go to Swamp, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Where's he gonna go now? He is gonna go Turtle Rock, isn't he?
Good. No, this is not the right way to Turtle Rock. Spike Cave.
Oh yeah, Spike Cave.
Even if this is the flute, you still gotta go into Turtle Rock.
That's true. Alright, let's see how mean and nasty Turtle Rock is today. As far as, does it have both our items? So far, not really. That's a compass. Wondering
Yeah.
why we're not using our cane of. What was
Here
in
we
the
go.
cane? The spike cane. That was the piece of hair.
It's a piece of heart, yeah. Nope, not in Turtle Rock.
No. Trinex has an item.
Oh, it does. If you
No,
mirror
no.
here, you're going way back. Wait,
Oh,
I'm confused. I'm pretty confused right now.
Trinex has an item, and Cat said no.
Oh man, that's two pendant bosses that have items. One of them having two items that we've just said no to.
Now, I keep saying this, but I mean, okay, so we've got Swamp, and it's probably likely the flute's in there because there's what, 6 items in Swamp House?
That is correct.
It's probably likely in there because just the way the scenes I've tended to play, but still, that is a gamble. You've gambled on Helmsar not having something, the Green Pendant not having something, the most entirety of Ice Palace not having something, and now Trinex not having the flute.
Man. Even if it isn't in Swamp, this will also open up the Pyramid Fairy. He's
True.
is going
But-
to Skull Woods. I can't agree with this.
I mean, he can finish it, and I can agree with it because sometimes when you're, like, at least for me, when I'm not exactly sure what to do, I do a thing that I could do at any point just to start, like, just to kind of keep my mind thinking while I'm doing something.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He should know though that there's no more items here, and he felt blocked by the fire rod in Turtle Rock. So I just feel like you'd go back there immediately after finding it,
Right.
considering how close it was.
I agree.
Now, either way, in the Swamp House we go for a cat. We'll get the first item check really quickly, and then kind of have to wait a little bit for the next ones. Ace can't read Japanese. Okay, there we go.
Ancient Hylian, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just Japanese, right? It certainly looks like it.
I mean, it might as well be. First item, heart container.
If it isn't here, if it's not in Swamp Palace or at the Pyramid Fairy, do you think Cat will go back into Ice Palace?
I think that's got to be the first play.
I think someone should visit poor Helmasaur King. Oh no, he's got grabbed.
Oh,
It was before grabbing the key too, so he's gonna have to take out that Gibdo again.
he's also extremely low on magic.
Oh yeah, that is really low, isn't it? Oh, don't use the fire on all these guys. I mean, I guess you can if you really want to.
Oh, red mail for a cat over there.
Don't.
This is where you pull out the lantern.
Oh, well, they
I
have a
don't
green
think
potion,
he's
don't they?
got enough. He's gonna use this green potion. Ouch.
We'll take the lime flavored. Whoa, their hand came out of nowhere, dude.
I saw that falling. Those wall masters are not friendly people.
Cat doing the left side swamp play. With only one item from Go mode, I feel like going straight to the back is preferable, but I mean, sure.
Yeah, with one item in go mode, yes. I think that's the route I would take, but who knows? I do know that if you're full clearing this place, it is fat. And when I say faster, I mean like exceptionally slightly faster to clear left side first. If you're doing everything pixel perfect, from what I understand.
That's what I've heard as well. It is faster just to do left side while you're in here the first time.
He's getting his Skullwoods crystal, taking care of the ever so frustrating moth boss. He's really frustrating since he doesn't take damage when he's over spikes.
Yeah, what the heck is up with that, stupid boss? I mean, I know what is
Yeah.
up with that, but
Right,
still.
Coding! It was difficult, apparently.
Alright, left side swamp. There's the map. I hope the next one is not the compass, because that would really stink.
I've never seen both dungeon items here, but yeah, that would be terrible.
The tin bomb, well, that's fine too.
At
I've
least
seen it only once, and I've never again. I won't let it ever happen again.
Looks like Ace is going back to Turtle Rock.
Oh, good.
So fun thing about Swamp Palace, it's one of the two palaces you don't need the big key for.
Yeah, we haven't
As
seen the
far
big
as
key
beating the
yet.
boss, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen the big key yet, and it can absolutely be inside of the big chest itself. So it's just not accessible at all.
That's correct. It could also be on the boss, and you have to get it, and then, you know, come all the way back in.
Yeah, that would be the better time to go to the left side, in my opinion, since you're already headed back anyway. But that big key...
Normally, I find the big key, like, right here.
Yeah, and then you have to decide, do you want to go back upstairs to turn it in right now?
I mean, normally
or-
I just go. I'm like, at this point, I might as well. Because you're at the closest place you're going to be for it.
Yeah, if you've already checked the left side, I think that would be the best spot to turn around and go back to check the big chest. Oh no, I hope
Okay.
Argus doesn't have it.
So, well, he has to have it, because we haven't... Well, that's right. No, he doesn't have to have it. If the big key can be locked inside the big chest, you're right, but... Oh, man.
I don't remember if they found the compass. So, because if they don't have the compass, that's probably a relief.
It's true. Except that they don't have the compass, that means there is nothing in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, good point.
This is either the big key, or it's, like, you know, whatever. I don't know if they got all the items or not. Ace missing the... I don't know if he's gonna have enough time for this.
Oh, surely it's enough time.
Yeah, that's true. These things have a long time.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Oh, I didn't! I knew there was gonna be a thing!
It's the big key!
Oh, oh my god. Obviously, you go right back in here and check, unless... Ooh, Ace. Okay, good. Okay.
That was pretty good timing in that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that one's gonna go off at some point.
Alright, Cat, please check to see if you have both the map and,
He must already.
He
would
must
hope.
know, right?
He must.
Maybe he checked, I don't know, it's been a long time since the last menu is the thing.
I
Because
agree.
you
I'm
can
gonna-
use the hook shot and never change it.
Oh, there's one other person who's paying attention in this game. Oddwall, our tracker up there. Did you happen to notice if that was all the items in Swamp Palace?
Oh right, Cat hasn't been in the desert yet.
Oh no! That's okay. Oddwall isn't sure either, so that's all right. It will be a mystery. I have to assume because you would have gone. Well, I'm gonna say you would go right back in there, but then again, you would also beat Trinex if you're looking for one item and he's got an item on him, and you're right there.
I wonder what Ace is gonna do once they find the flippers. Are they gonna hang
He may
around?
jettison. He may very well jettison. Remember that was in Mimic Cave.
Yeah. Man, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say in this situation. Because we know
Yeah,
they're not in
because-
Swamp Palace.
Because yeah, well, we do, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but he may. It's one of these things. If you're gonna go do Laser Bridge, you might as well be Trinex at this point. If you're gonna leave, you do it the moment you find the flippers, and like no later.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fairy, where you used the green potion from earlier.
Oh, barely got both hits on the Pokey there before getting
Nice.
bunnied. Very nice.
It's nice that the attack has priority. Pretty sure Desert Palace is a complete and utter bust, but yeah, there
Yep.
we go.
Those bombs are the second item.
So, where do we go from here?
Well, if they're going to Agnes Cave, they can't get... Oh, wait, they're not going to Agnes Cave because they've been there already. You can't get out of this place.
Yeah. You're looking for one very fancy whistle. Mountain Cave Trinex?
Back
Are we
to
going
Turtle
to
Rock.
Trinex?
Is Cat
going-
going back to Turtle Rock?
I'm going to Trinex. It's
Oh my God.
interesting you would do that one first.
This is...
Ellis?
Yeah.
Wait, no? Spike Cave. Let's do a Spike Cave.
Oh, yeah, good point. Spike Cave point, get it? Sorry.
Yeah, I got it. I'm slightly disappointed in you. Only
I'm,
slightly.
That wasn't very good. I think I should turn in my commentator card.
No, just your pun card.
Ah, I see. Oh, Ace. Ace, if you're watching this back, if you don't move and grab the rail, you can just move them around freely.
Sometimes that doesn't work for me. Like, I'm gonna grab the rail and they'll just sit there. Well, he's got his flippers. Let's see what he does.
In he goes.
He's going back in. He's going back in.
Oh gosh, Cat, do not delete your file.
Okay. A little bit of drama there.
Oh gosh. Probably would have been the worst play of the game, honestly.
Yeah. I'm gonna say deleting your 1 hour and 40-some minute file is probably a detriment to winning a race.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Pro tip: don't delete your file in the middle of a race. That's just a mistake. Chat asking if that was frustration or mistake. No, that was a probably an accident up, because if you hit up, you go to the bottom of the list and hit the delete file thing.
I haven't seen a frustration file delete yet.
That would be a thing.
Oh man.
He's going the kind of the opposite way. I don't see runners go that way too often, but that was nice.
Yeah, Helmosaur, here we come. We got 2 items here. That both players skipped earlier.
He's setting a reset point here in case he falls or whatever. Shoot that thing with a so those red beetles will die to 1 silver arrow shot. So take out your bow and just smash them in the face with it.
Yep, normal arrows won't do any damage to them. You gotta use silvers.
Or just get him stuck in the corner up there, because that's kind of neat. Okay, yeah. Trinex does have an item. We know that.
No, Ace,
No.
don't do this to us. Don't do this to us,
Why?
dude.
Why would you? Oh my gosh, he's leaving.
Maybe he's getting fairies from the emergency cave?
Nope, he's gone.
No, he's gone.
quit. He's gone. If that flute is on Trinex, we are going to be here for another half hour.
Oh no, dude. This is crazy.
He's now going to go do Swamp and full clear it, and unfortunately, we know there's nothing in Swamp Palace that's worth anything. There's Red Mail. Okay, that's worth something. Other than that. Or maybe it's an Ice Palace still.
That would be probably the funnier place for it to be. Yeah, because Ace hasn't
Actually-
been there yet.
Yeah, it's actually going to be better for Ace, more than likely. I wonder why. I think I would do Ice Palace before Swamp, if only because it's a faster play. But then again, Go Mode Ice Palace is just much more fun.
Maybe
But
he's not
I think I would want to do Go Mode Swamp over Go Mode Ice.
I think I would too. I would agree with that. Maybe he's not confident with bomb jumps and stuff. I don't
That's
know.
possible.
I mean, he can full clear it anyway because he's got what, Samaria and Hookshot.
Right.
All right, Helmasaur,
Dinosaur,
hand it over.
give it to us. Come on. Yeah.
You jerk. It's all right. It's all
It
right.
wasn't even Sankheart. It wasn't even Sankheart.
Oh, you know what? Sloth Monster brings up a good point. We
that?
haven't seen Pyramid Fairy yet.
No, we have not.
Cat has not gone there. Maybe they don't realize they have it, or maybe that's where they're going right now. Oh no, they're gonna turn independent, of
Green
course.
Pendant, absolutely.
Wow.
There it is! There's the flute. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
They could have had that so long ago.
I can't believe they both went and did all the pot and bailed on Helmasaur.
We
And
did.
it happened to be there.
As it turns out, not killing Trinex was the play, but who knew?
Man,
Cat
oh
is now
man.
officially in go mode.
Yeah, at about 1:46:30, we got our first go mode. I can't believe it wasn't a nice palace.
I know.
Or in X random location that
Right, so-
everyone skipped.
So Cat, as it turns out, go basically like half go moding Ice Palace with fake flippers made the right play.
Yeah.
That's gonna be very unfortunate for Ace, though. He's gonna full clear Swamp Palace here.
Yeah, there's really no telling where he's gonna go next as well. Probably ice, honestly. It definitely won't be Bod.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't mind be feeling a little nervous of how long it took them to find that, but they actually have a fairly substantial lead, I would say, at this point.
I would call it very significant at this point.
I know I would be sweating bullets right now if I
Oh,
found it that
absolutely.
late.
Well, not even finding it that late, but finding it on something you were at and decided to skip and come back to.
Oh, for sure.
So, Gomo and Misery Meyer, the hunt for the big key. Well, that's a key. That's not the key we're looking for.
Maybe they can just find another small key and just tape them together.
I say that should work, but the game apparently doesn't agree.
You have to find the tape first.
Right.
That's probably off Trinex. Oh, nice.
Well,
Something went good.
you've basically got the God Meyer, as they like to call it.
that wizard right there in that room is always really scary, especially when you have green mail, because you can just dash right into him and just if you're just barely off with your movement, he'll just knock you for 4 damage.
Right.
Remembering not to hit that switch up there because they did not access that part of the dungeon.
I always hit that switch up there.
I always hit that switch up there too.
Like, because you go mode Misery Mire so few times that it's like, oh, right. And by go mode, I even mean like, you know, not like finding the key that quickly. So, Vitreous. He's a scary boss. He's got a bunch of eyes. He's a big eye with a bunch of little eyes and does a ton of damage and can be very annoying to fight with one glaring exception. That being when you have silver arrows. Then the fight becomes a joke, as Cat is going to demonstrate.
Definitely seen people put off this dungeon just in case they find the bow later, just to make it so easy.
Oh, I mean, look, as you can see, easy fight. Very well done. And finding that awesome title deed to the place, Cat now owns Misery Mire.
With all they've had to go through, I think that's pretty nice.
Yes.
I don't know. You think,
Compensation.
you think anyone would want to buy land here?
I mean, it's underground. You got a nice place all yourself. You ain't gonna get any visitors, no nosy neighbors. It's
A
a bit
bird
of
that murders everyone?
Yeah, you know, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but you know, you can make it work. Well, Meatcan, you know what time it is now, right?
It is... Oh, man. So, I want everyone to put their Ganon's Tower key guess in the form of a math equation.
Oh. There.
Plus 0. Is that cheating? I don't know.
You said math equation. You specifically didn't give me one that had to be complicated.
Dang it.
I'm a lawyer. I'm very much so into words. Kaz gonna take the Turtle Rock warp tile to get to Ganon's Tower.
These darn loopholes. Yeah, this is the faster way up here. Some people will claim the bottom one is, and they are also wrong. As long as you don't get too worried about the dead rocks, and I think even if you have to open the portal, it's still faster to do this. I'm pretty sure that one's right.
I actually don't know. I hear different things from everybody, and I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes I do dark just because I don't feel like dealing with dead rocks. Not because I think it's faster.
Well, that's...
Catastrophe is inside Ganon's Tower with 1 hour and 53 minutes. First chest is bomb upgrade. Second chest is small key.
Well, sometimes when people get a small key there, they want to keep going that way, but I think we're just gonna bail and head off to the left here.
Really, to me, it's one half of one of the other, a sixth of the other. Oh,
More map.
AceMcBadass. Yeah, AceMcBadass ending up inside of a unfortunate wall. Did I say 6,000? I think I said 6,000. I'm okay with that.
Well, that just reminds me of donuts.
Yeah.
So, Torch did not hold the key, so the boots were entirely optional. Oh well, there it is.
Oh, there it is! That's number, let me see, that's 5. Number 5!
Whoever said number 5, and I'm really bad at math, man. So yeah, that's on you. Or is it 6?
I think I asked for this.
Oh, it's 5, right? Let's see, 2 on the side, torch, and then
We had a
1 and
4
2,
and a
right?
6. We had a 4 and a 6, but not a 5.
Okay, Chad was just trying to confuse me. That's all it is.
We had someone divide by 0, which isn't really good. Don't do that.
Well, Ace is in Ice Palace now.
Yeah, unfortunately gonna be full clearing this, I can only assume. We'll be able to see what cat skipped though, I guess.
This is true.
And speaking of cat, up to the gauntlet we go. We've got super healthy actually, 16 hearts, red
Yeah.
mail, gold sword, silvers, plenty of arrows.
Yeah, the seed has been nothing but nice as far as its health and defensive items. Although we never did find the big shield.
Oh yeah, we hit 2 right next to each other, and third one was...
Just never happened.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. That was a third room, not too bad. Quite good, actually. This room with the 2 rotating I-beam guys, I'm sure they have a better name than that. That's really annoying.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
don't get-
nice shot!
Very nice shot. If you don't get that room immediately, they can really get out of whack.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have all these arrows, might as well use them. Only need 4 for Ganon. And they'll be able to pick up 5 more here after Landmolls
So-
too if they want.
Something I learned here, when you powder that little bunny beam thing, it causes all 3 of these Lamoluses to spawn at the same time. Ish.
Yeah, they actually start loading while you're in that other room. So if you have to powder the fairy, you can wait just a little longer. And if they come up like all at the exact same time, you can like spin attack and bounce off all of them.
Yes. And with the gold sword or tempered sword, you can actually get, if you get it right, you can get a kill on all of them just doing that.
It's really impressive, actually.
And right there is one of my favorite things to do in the game. That being the Cane of Samaria kill the 3 Wizrobe things.
What's the name of that room? Didn't you know? The Cane of Samaria kill the 3 Wizrobe room. Had a little trouble with that last one, but you got time to spare.
Yeah, that room requires, like, not precision, but like almost like a pageantry to it in order to full clear in one go. AceMcBadass getting into the areas we have not seen in Ice Palace. So far, I've only seen a small key. I've not seen anything else.
There we go. There's the dash. Get you through that awful room there.
Not gonna open any chests. No reason to open any other chests. They've got everything they need. They're good to go. I like the blocking in to get that trap to load. Picking up the magic, and we're into Moldorm 2.
Oh, geez, that was pretty close.
Oh, he poked him.
I think that's still fine. Yeah.
It is. Okay. Okay, for the last chest, we are heading up to Aghanim 2.
Yeah, I think a poke and a swing with the gold sword is still enough, I want to say.
I think so, because I believe a poke is like 1 damage level less, and it's still temper sword slash, and then like a temper sword spin, which will kill.
Yep.
And I believe we had a bomb upgrade up here. Yeah, it was, so.
Ace, unfortunately, discovering what we know just by implication, there's not going to be anything useful in Ice Palace. And an arrow upgrade.
There we go. This is finally a good pattern. And is it ever?
Nice. Aghanim cooperating for the 3-hit there. So, Cat's going to be flying out to the pyramid. He's going to drop in to the pyramid level, and here's Ganon.
Just over 2 hours in. Here we go.
With some interesting info about insects. Cicadas.
I mean, I'm learning a lot.
Yes, I agree. Cat already into phase 3 of Ganon here.
Yeah, there's not really much effort you got to put in once you have the gold sword.
No, there really isn't. It's a one-time phase for each one of those. Now, normally we try to guess how many Ganon falls a runner is ahead, and this would take a game crash at this point, I'm afraid.
Or a file deletion.
Yeah, or a rage file deletion.
Whoa, nice triple.
Oh, the triple! Very well done there.
That'll do it. Oh, wait.
That's it. Oh, it didn't count?
Okay, I guess one of them didn't count.
I thought he got 3 of them.
Huh, interesting. I could have swore I saw him get it 3 times there.
There we go.
Hyrule magic.
One of them must have I don't know. That was weird. Whatever. We've seen a lot of weirdities in this scene today, but ladies and gentlemen, crossing the finish line first, your winner, Catastrophe. I'll get official time here in a second. There it is. Finishes with an official SRTV time of 2 hours, 1 minute, 54 seconds.
Don't skip pendant bosses, everyone. Especially when they have an item and it's the green pendant. I can't really blame. It's hard to commit time going all the way down to Helmstar when you have so many other options. But dang, it just didn't work this time.
Let's bring Cat in here for a minute.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations, Cat. How's it going?
It's going good. Thanks. Whew.
So, where do we want to start? Oh, I know. Green pendant.
Yeah, huh? I guess no bosses are ever optional. Yeah. Man.
Trinex was optional.
Yeah, and I didn't do Trinex. That's true. I noped out of that boss too. Whew, boy. How about Pendant? What was it? Pendant Mimic Cave. Yeah, my answer being in there. Ooh. Man.
Yes, Pendant Mimic Cave. Oh my goodness.
At which point, because I'm sure there were a lot of them, did you first feel behind?
I felt behind, I think, when I did the full overworld and I knew I had to start doing pendant dungeons. And my choices were basically Pod and Turtle Rock. And I'm like, if I choose the wrong one and both my Go Mode items are in the other, it's like unrecoverable behind. But at that point, I'm like, you know, what if he went back for the last chest in Blind's house, or Blind's basement? You know, the big chest. He would have had to double dip that with the hammer. Oh, he did?
He actually did. Inside there was the shovel.
Oh, what did that lead to?
Bomb upgrade.
Oh, the seed was mean.
It was very mean.
Yeah, so that was where I first felt behind. And then at the moment I killed Vitreous and started Go Mode, I thought, I thought maybe my opponent did it first. I thought maybe he didn't full clear swamp, didn't full clear pod. Maybe hit the go mode flippers and then didn't do the rest of Turtle Rock. Any of those things could have saved him like 4 minutes. So I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, and you would be right. Unfortunately, they did the exact same things as you did. They did all of Pod except Helmasaur left. Did all of Turtle Rock except Trinex.
Oh wow.
They're just
And
now
also-
getting back into Pod right now.
Did they Oh, they're going in the pod now for
Yes.
the flute. Oh,
Yep.
so they must know by now. So did they also do Desert Palace like I did?
They did
Yes.
Desert Palace before Aghanim.
Okay, yeah, I don't blame them there. I did take a little bit of a chance doing Aghanim before Desert, but I just figured it was necessary. And then later on, when I got the hammer, I forget where I got the hammer, but it was late. I'm like, oh, yep, it was necessary.
You
Where?
got the hammer at Smith's.
That's right. Just in time to use it on Batcave. I remember now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I've got to ask because I'm curious.
Mhm.
Why did you decide not to go kill Helmasaur when you were in pod the first time?
I'm like, he's one more item. I think he also dropped a heart container. It wasn't
did.
exactly a compass. Yeah. So I'm like, well, there's one randomized item and then one green pendant, but I'm so close to go mode. If it's not here,
Right.
it's pretty big. It's like 2 or 3 minutes to kill Helmasaur.
Right.
So I'm like, not here, because I could lose a race by 2 or 3 minutes if that's the one thing I cut out. Like that, if that's the one thing I cut out and it's not there, then it's still there. Of course, it was there. Fortunately, we both cut it out though. Whew.
Yes. Yeah, it's been very strange to watch because as Meekan said, you both went into pod, did everything in there left. You both went into Turtle Rock. Now, Ace
Turtle
actually
Rock
went
did
into Turtle Rock twice. Ace actually went into Turtle Rock twice
Oh,
because the first time he went in, he did not have the fire rod.
oh no. Well, if he didn't have the fire rod, then why wouldn't he? I forget where I got it, but it was relatively early.
You got it in the ether tablet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, ether tablet. Man, that's right. I got book from Zora.
Zora. Yep.
Right before I did Death Mountain, so it was convenient to check ether tablet early on.
He went up Death Mountain first
Mhm.
and didn't have the book his first time up there. And then when he went up there, this next time, he went into Turtle Rock when he was able to go to the dark side, got in there, got the first key, realized he didn't have the fire rod, saved and quit.
Oh,
was-
you could have
it
gone
was-
deeper technically.
Yeah, we could have made it to the chomp room because that had a heart piece in it.
Yeah.
Then it took him.
The
it took
big
him a
key
little
was
while.
blocked by the fire rod, though.
Yes, it was.
So he. Yeah.
So was the flippers in that case because the small key was also blocked by the fire rod.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hmm.
So let me think here. Gosh, we almost went over. So I mean, were you thinking anything when you found the ice rod? Like, holy crap, maybe I have to actually do Trinex?
No, as soon as I saw the ice rod, I'm like, thanks for nothing. I'm not using this. It's safe to say that for 99 out of 100 seeds, and you won't roll the 100th seed during a tournament match. Mm-hmm. It'll come
I'm
up during a
sure.
weekly. It'll come up during a nightly. It won't come up during a tournament match.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, keep thinking that.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Never, ever. Not even once. So,
I do feel fortunate though because I feel like I checked a lot of spots and yeah.
yeah, Ace is just picking up his flute right here, and
Even a
he's
bomb.
leaving bombs for Saturn.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, can't use the flute yet.
No,
So
it's
did
gonna
he
use-
full clear swamp as well?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so he full clear. So we both did a lot of stuff here. Oh, here's my stats. Let me check these out. Flute, 1 hour 44 minutes. Ooh,
Yeah.
Took
Yeah.
a little while. Yeah.
that hurts.
At least you got the God Meyer, though, right?
Yeah, hey, I'll take that. I like that. And Ganon's Tower was pretty good. 4. The magic number for GT was 4. So
Yeah, it wasn't
all
too
right.
bad at all. It seemed pretty pretty safe too. Having
Yeah,
the
you guys
tempered
finding-
sword so early on.
Yeah,
and
tempered
the
early.
mills.
Blue mail like immediately.
Yeah. Master Sword, I think immediately. I had it in Mini Moldorm Cave, if I
Mini
remember
Moldorm Cave,
correctly.
yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Seed. Thank you for everything except the flute
Right.
and the flippers. No, thank you for the flippers.
Wasn't like
So-
the lamp and master sword in mini Moldorms like here, go to that
Yeah, they
right
were.
now.
So
Yeah.
another question I've got, because we were also thinking, what if the flute's back in Ice Palace? What was your thought
Yeah,
process for going into Ice Palace and just like not really clearing much of the items?
Right, so if it wasn't the green pendant, I was going to Ice Palace next to get the last 2. Because when I did Ice Palace, I got, I think, all but the right side chests, and I only had 1 of the 3 items. And I'm like, thanks, game. So I knew I had to go get those 2 items if it wasn't Ice Palace. And my tracker is still open, what we got. I left Blind's Basement, the 2 in Ice Palace, and Trinex. So I left 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
Yeah,
was that just a calculated?
Pyramid Fairy, because I didn't
Right.
mark the red crystals. Oh, I should have done Pyramid Fairy before the green pendant.
Probably should have, but it worked out.
As it turns
There's
out.
nothing in there, I guess.
So what was your thought process in Ice Palace about just skipping those items? You just were gambling that it wasn't going to be
Yeah,
it, or...
it was. Well, it was a bit of a gamble, but it wasn't because it couldn't be the flippers.
Right, it couldn't have been the flippers, absolutely.
So it could only be the flute. So I'm looking for only 1 item in Ice Palace, and it's the flute. And at that point, I don't think I had dived to Turtle Rock yet.
You had no.
No, so I'm like, I hadn't done Turtle Rock, I hadn't done Hookshot Cave, I hadn't done Super Bunny Cave. That's 6 items. Turtle Rock is another 5. Unless Trinex has 1, then Turtle Rock is only 4. But then Mimic Cave makes it another 5. So it's like 12 or 13 items up on Death Mountain. You know, it can still be up there. And I guess it was. The flippers were. So
That's true.
my logic behind gambling on ice was, if it's flippers or flute, it can't be flippers. What are the odds it's just flute? You know, so and it wasn't. So
Right,
Yeah.
thankfully.
hmm
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Like all these spots, everybody has skipped now. Which one's it gonna be?
yeah, that's who.
Well, Ace is heading his way through Misery Mire here. He's gonna find be happy to find that the big key is just like right here.
If he does a normal route, yes.
Well,
Sure.
no, he got no. That's what I mean. He just got.
Oh, he's done it. Okay, yeah. So, and then he'll be happy in Ganon's Tower if he does the
Well.
normal route there too. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a key on the right side though, so I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. The key on the right side sometimes lets people do the right side. Whew.
So
Yeah,
any
I was-
other I was just saying, any other thoughts about the seed or?
About the seed, no. 2 hour 1 minute is pretty average for me. When it doesn't go right. When things go right, and I hit go mode faster, I can finish only a few minutes faster. I think like my upper limit is probably 1 hour 45. So considering how much of the game I checked, that's not bad at all.
Right, and considering what was actually required in this stupid game,
Yeah.
count them, 2 pendant dungeons, and they were the big ones too.
Yeah. Pendant Pod. I give them when I first saw Pendant Pod and Pendant Turtle Rock. I'm like, oh yeah, going fast. No. Didn't work out that way.
No, the
Of course, they
moment
were
we
both
saw
required.
the moment we saw like pendant Turtle Rock, I'm like, well, we gotta go to Turtle Rock for something. Don't know
Yep.
what it is, but it's gonna be something.
Yup.
I consider myself correct, even though it was Mimic Cave, which isn't technically part of Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah, I consider that part of Turtle Rock too.
Yeah. You still get if the silver arrows are in there, you still get the message. I believe. Did you find them in the light world? Which I'm like, but I guess
They were
it's
doing
technically the
it.
light
It was a
world.
light world. How about Checkerboard Cave? That also says, did you find them in the light world?
Nobody. I believe it does.
Man, no one ever bothered checking Checkerboard Cave. By the time we got to Misery Mire, it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, no. Go, go, go.
I guess there's nothing really left to find, though. Now I'm looking at everything.
No,
There's
not
like
even
that-
safety.
No.
Yeah.
Gold sword, red mail. The only thing we're really missing of any notes, the mushroom.
Hmm. Had to be in Ganon's tower.
Had to be. Gosh, considering everything we've got here, what had to be in Ganon's tower was a lot of... Oh, and Mirror Shield.
Right, right.
There had to be a
full
lot of
shields on the
garbage.
spectacle rock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so how about that, huh? James like,
Look
hey,
at what's
have
on
two
top of
shields.
spectacle rock. Yeah. I still took one of them.
Yeah. He's having a little bit of problems with Vitreous here.
He doesn't have silvers from the
He
pyramid.
does. He's just had some issues with the aiming, but he's alright. He's got there.
Alright. Well, I actually have to go. I'm doing a Zelda 1 randomizer tournament match next.
Oh, nice.
There's a battle royale event happening.
Yes. The Battle Royale is very nice.
It's not being streamed, unfortunately, but the format is 10 people show up, eliminate last. Next week, 9 people show up, eliminate last. 8 people show up, eliminate last until you have a winner. And there's multiple of these going on at a time. And I wanted to plug that real quick because without being streamed, nobody knows it exists. But
It's a definitely awesome event. How deep into yours are you?
I think I'm in the top 5 of the one that's about to be settled in half an hour. Yeah, so
Oh, good
that's
luck.
where I'm off to next. Yeah. So yeah, if what I just said interests anybody, is that I don't think anybody knows it's happening, so I wanted to plug that. But thank you I'm sorry, I didn't catch your names.
I'm OPT Lawyer, and this is Mikan, right? I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Yes!
Thank you,
You
OPT
did.
Lawyer, and thank you, Mikan. Thank you for commentating. And
Well,
thank you,
for...
Snack, for restreaming as well. Yeah. Oh, who's tracking? Say thanks to him too.
Oddwalls.
Oddwalls, thank you for tracking. All right.
Guys, everybody just remember to give these runners a follow, please. They are putting on a show for you. Without the runners, we wouldn't have a show, so please give them a follow. And again, give our awesome crew a follow. Give these guys a plug. Oddwalls, Sinak, give them a follow. And my awesome co-commentator here. What is that? Meatpan's Box?
Yes. Follow everyone. In fact, follow every single person in chat as well.
Yes. Pull
Yes.
up the viewers list. Just hit follow.
Everyone, Ohio for a follow.
It looks like we're having another race right at 10 o'clock. And you get a follow. You get a follow. You get a follow. Everybody gets a follow.
Right, Ace heading into Ganon's tower. With any luck, they will just go straight left, which is it's the correct play. There are more chests faster on the left side. People go right because they wanna hope. They wanna say, well, I can just do this and be done with it. But that's not gonna happen.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. And that was your winner, Catastrophe. They will be moving on to the 1-0 seeding next week.
It'll Swiss rounds. Meanwhile, Ace here does check the right side. First 2 chests, and he's gonna go left.
Right.
He's gonna be very happy with what he finds in a little bit.
Right. Will it also be 5 for Ace? Yeah, looks like it will.
Oh, he gets a heart refill there too. Finds his big key, and he's out.
Anyway.
219, AceMcBadass is making his way up Ganon's tower. Okay, you do have to hit the switch at least once. He's got a magic boomerang, or he's got that too. That's gonna get hit by the.
Oh no.
I actually don't know if the boomerang makes it over the jars or not. It might.
Oh, the jars? I'm not sure. It should make it over the pegs, but I don't know about the jar.
It does make it over the pegs. I don't know about the jars. Those jars are weird. It's okay. Oh, I guess I never bothered to mention, but the reason his hearts are different, it's an option in the randomizer. That's all.
Yeah, they added accessibility options for color blindness, so
Yep.
people.
Or you
who
can just
need
change
that.
them to, or you can just change them to different colors if you want to.
Yeah, I think there's what 4 options.
Yeah, there's this, there's that, the regular red, there's a green, and then I don't know what the other one is.
I want to say yellow.
Might be yellow.
I've seen some people wanting to make the heart color equivalent to your current armor upgrade.
That'd be interesting. It'd actually be interesting if it changed based on how much life you had left. That is something I think would be pretty cool. Nice first gauntlet room by Ace.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, this is the first. This room is like the most annoying. It's not the hardest. It's just the most annoying with those stupid
Probably-
stealthos.
Probably my least favorite room in the game.
It's never fun when one of those guys goes up here, but got there.
Running kind of low on hearts. Only got 2. Looking for a heart in one of these pots. I don't know if you're gonna find
He's
one.
got a fairy, and no one's
Oh,
got
okay,
a
that's
fairy.
good. I think do they still have their blue potion, perhaps too.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's good.
Get out there! Get out. Oh!
But
We're back. Would have been really awesome if they could have done that thing that the Samus and the healing ball that you can get in Super Metroid. I know that would have probably been impossible, but that just would have been.
I think they got a spin attack on both those.
Did.
Oh, that fire shield paying off. I heard it.
Yep. Got a nice second. 2-phase Lamolus 2. Nicely done. I love how the only way they could make Lamolus 2 any harder was by putting a fireball shooter in the middle of the room.
And boy, is it annoying.
Yeah, isn't it though? Ace is having a very nice time through through Ganon's tower. Oops,
Oh, you had to say something.
I did.
Little trouble in this room.
This is where you're just saying, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to sit here and swing my sword until they're all dead. There we go. All right, we got there. We knew we were going to get there.
Oh no. I think that might. I think they might not get it in time now. Ah, dang.
Nope. Don't.
Yeah, get that stupid pot out of here. This is your fault.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh. They got stuck on the staircase there for a second. I wasn't sure if they were actually gonna make the despawn cycle or not.
Yeah. We got there.
Oh,
Doesn't
he-
need that key, thankfully.
He absolutely. Wait, no, he doesn't. Never mind. You're right.
He doesn't.
I looked up there just as he had used the other one.
Right. I can see why you'd be like, wait, he does need that. No. He's okay. Not getting the full magic container there. Okay.
Hmm. They have a blue?
They do.
Okay,
I
so it'll
just-
be fine.
Surprised you want to use. Well, there we go.
Yeah. No, you're right. I love having the input display because I just see the spamming of the start button there.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do that too a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ace being able to run down the center there. I hate that room.
Yeah, as long as you don't run up there and like spawn the mini Helmosaurs early, you can just kind of line up and dash right in the middle between the bumpers and should be fine. But you're right, it is still scary.
Well, blue ball. Got one in. This is a nice setup for at least a double.
Yep.
I think that was a triple.
It was pretty close. It might have been, yeah.
I think that was a triple. Oh. Geometry having some problems.
We had
That
math
was-
earlier, but not geometry.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I don't know. Oh, Aghanim. Stop being so mean. That's another one.
One more, I think.
I think so.
There we go.
There we go. We got it. We got there. Nicely done. There's the big giant pig turned into a bat. Nice. You got the bonk when the duck was coming for him. So that's fine.
I feel like one time I did that and then fell down here into hula hand, so I've never done anything fancy.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could get hula hand there.
I had no idea what caused it, but it absolutely happened once.
Huh.
I have no idea. Just because of that, I haven't done any fancy dash movement in Aghanim's 2 rooms before. Or since then.
Understandable. And that kicked you out of the dark world into Link's house then, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
It's super rude, actually.
Okay, it's gonna use his blue potion here. Get himself nice and topped off for the 4th phase of Ganon, which should be quite easy. Ganon not doing as many jumps as he could have been doing. It's
Yeah,
normally
it was pretty
rude
nice.
like that.
Guess the torch glitch? Oh. Yeah, okay. That one looked a little sketchy. It was just too late, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe early, rather.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
man.
We're fine. We're fine. Ace is fine. Oh, oh.
It's got a bunch of health still. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue as long as they don't get knocked off.
they-
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
See, as I was saying.
It looked like he got knocked upward, shot downward, and hit Ganon while he was inside him.
And
Yeah, congrats to Ace for sticking it out.
indeed, Ace is going to cross the finish line at 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 34 seconds on SRTV. Good game, everybody. Well done. You win! Or at least the message says that. And everybody in chat, give these runners a follow, please. They have, especially to Ace. He stuck it out after
after the dun came in from Catastrophe. See if we can get him in here. Or if he wants to come in here.
We're just seeing if we can pull Ace in here or not.
I
Just
can't
a
talk in the
moment.
SRTV room, so
Oh, that might make it a little more difficult.
a restreamer will have to ask him if he wants in here. Or Cat just showed up, so well in the waiting room, so. Oh, being told in the chat, we're not sure if Ace has a mic yet or not. So, still waiting to see if we can.
I'll ping them on Discord and see. Though if they're streaming, they might not see it or hear it.
That's a good point.
Until then, you can enjoy this lovely credits music.
This is like the best song of the game. We do have the question in his own personal Twitch channel, so let's see. He says in his Twitch chat if he hadn't gambled there he wouldn't have won. Oh, he has no mic. All right, so that is going to be it for us then. So any final thoughts on the race and the scene in general?
Well, I can see a world where I would skip Helmasaur, Pendant Helmasaur, but man, is that difficult to do. And unfortunately, both runners did it so early in too. It felt
Right.
pretty early when they decided to do that.
Yeah, with it being green pendant especially, I find it very hard to sit there and say, yeah, let's skip this when we've done everything else so far. But I mean, at the same time, I kind of get it if you're in that race mentality and you're just thinking about it's only 2 items and there's so many more on Death Mountain as Kat was telling us. So I get it, but man, that's a hard one to do. I think that's a hard gamble, and this one it didn't pay off, but
Yeah. Oh, it can very easily just pay off, but it's
It
just really
can,
unfortunate
yeah.
that it didn't.
it's it's definitely one of those things that it could have absolutely paid off. Because again, on Death Mountain, Turtle Rock had so many items inside of it. Turtle Rock had the flippers in it. Just so happened it didn't have the flute in it.
I was expecting one to lead to the other, but that was absolutely
No, I didn't.
not
No,
the case.
it turns out we could have the flute really early in the game, actually.
Oh my gosh.
All right then. Well, it looks like we've got another race coming up on this channel at, I think it was 10 o'clock, or is it 10:30?
Oh, jeez, I haven't even looked.
10 p.m. So in 20 minutes, we are going to have Twitch Corner versus Cross Product.
Ooh, on this channel?
I believe so.
Right.
Oh, Mace is in the chat there. No problem, Mace. Glad you stuck it out, man. Good game. I saw your own Twitch chat, and yeah,
Unfortunate gamble there, man. Didn't pay off this time, but I understand it. But just so unfortunate. But no, absolutely. So,
Mikan, you want to take us out?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you everyone for watching, sticking around. Thank you to OTP for commenting with me. I had a lot of fun.
It was fun. Thank you for being my co-commentator today too, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, and this is just the first week of the tournament. Of a lot. There's a lot of matches. We have what, 512 people at least in this. It's pretty ridiculous, actually.
512 people.
So yeah, pretty much any time, any day, there's gonna be rando going on somewhere. So definitely stay tuned and yeah, have fun. Watch all the stuff.